Aloha traders, Cifi here with Stock Traders Talk Radio. Going to do a little chart update on BBDA. That's Babita Beverage Company. It's been one of our pride and joys. One of the many multi-baggers that we have came across. Did spotlights on CEO interviews and enjoyed massive gains. And congratulations to all the STT radio followers on the iHub. And I know a lot of people that made a lot of money with this place. So again, that's why we do it. Is not only do we like to play these bad boys that do 1,800, 2,000% gains, we like to see our members make it with us. So let's start off here and let's see where this came from. Let's look at the origins of BBDA before we break down the chart. As you can see here, it's been a beast. Well, we're going to go to my original post. This is just mine. You can go to our board at Stock Traders Talk Radio. This was my first post on it, though. I just want to know if anyone was on her because she was starting to hit the scanner. Me and Haas and Sumo caught her on the morning boom scanner, and that was Thursday, May 24th. And you can look back there and see Thursday, May 24th, basically what's going on in there. This thing was trading down in that quad 5. Quad 4 level, when as low as quad 3, and that's when we said, wait a minute, this thing is looking good. And that's when we came in and Brother Haas did his stock spotlight. I think it was almost 35 minutes long. You have to check it out. Again, you can get this off our board on Stock Traders Talk Radio. Easiest way, guys, if you're not too familiar with iHub, you can go right up to where the board's at. Whoops, sorry. Can't do it on that one. But on the main board, there's a search spot. You can type in either BBDA or Stock Spotlight if you want to see some of our other big winners. So anyways, that was on 6/15, June 15th. And you can see when that was. Again, Haas nails one. And that's right in here, around that June 15th time. And got ourselves a nice takeoff right there. We didn't even know what was really happening until hindsight is a bitch. Look at that 20 through the 50. That's what really got us excited. And you can look back through our board and see all the different posts and whatnot. And we pretty much follow this thing every single day. It's one of the many stocks that are on the watch list day in and day out. You tune into us 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the auditorium. You guaranteed we're going to be talking about BBDA. So that was June. What did I say it was? Haas did his spotlight June 15th. All right, guys, you can see that chart was still looking healthy. And then what we do at STT Radio is when we find a winner, we try to reach out to that CEO. And we finally got Mr. Brian Weber to come on the show. And that was an awesome interview, one of my favorite ones. And that was on 6/28/2012. Again, you can catch that show. A lot of great due diligence in there. And just good commentary. It was an awesome interview. I want to get Brian back on. I'll be calling him tomorrow morning ASAP, see what's going on with Mr. Weber. He was a great speaker, and can't wait to have you back on, Mr. Weber. And that was 6/28. Let's take a look at that chart, and you can see, had a big run since, yeah, I mean, what else can you say? It had a big run, and you can see that was like right in there, and it had that nice little pullback, but she held and she consolidated. Now, we've been talking on the radio for the last, like I said, pretty much every single day. And one thing that we've been talking about is this big old ascending triangle that's going on. And let's see if I can get this thing to work here. Sorry. Let's go ahead and draw this. You can see this thing was going right here. It's one of our favorite patterns. And when they break out of this, you get the huge kaboom. So let's check that out. My last post before this happened was on July 31st. Like I say, you can go to our board. There's a lot of posts. I'm just going to some of the key ones here, guys. And basically, on July 31st, this is one of my favorite quotes. It says, odds are favorable that any triangle will eventually result in a continuation of the trend that precedes it. And I just followed it with pasting a chart of BBDA. But to make a long story short, like what we were just talking about here on this chart with this ascending triangle, let's come on in a little bit closer and let's look at a 60-minute, and you can see what happened. Again, that was on July 31st, that post about the triangle resulting in a continuation. Well, check it out, guys. That's why we follow ascending triangles, because here's our July 31st, and you can see it's right there in that range before the breakout. And this is a 60-minute chart, so let's go ahead and keep our eyes on this for a second. And why I want to look at this right now is look what we got going on here again. We got ourselves another one. It's not on the daily, but it's right here on this 60. So I'm keeping my eyes on BBDA. Not to mention, you have got all your moving average below you. You got that 20 MA there at 0075, and then you've got your 50 MA down there at 0062. So obviously, you know, all the way down the line, the 100 at 0045, and then of course that 200 all the way down there at 0035. Not to mention you've got some moving, you know, you got that 0077 below you, the 0058. So you got a lot of supports below you. But I'm looking for a breakout on this thing, and we're at 009 right now. You see that old swing high where we hit the other day at 0097. So that will be a resistance point. But I definitely got a feeling she's going to Pennyland. This thing has been a beast. She has surprised me time and time again. But then again, the chart has never broke, and it has been a beauty since day one. So this is Cifi with Stock Traders Talk Radio. Don't miss our next spotlight. You never know which one's going to become a 30-bagger. Aloha.
Thank you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio. All views and topics talked about on Stock Traders Talk Radio is solely for entertainment purposes. We are not professional financial advisors and always recommend you seek the advice of a professional financial advisor. Never invest in any stock featured on our show unless you can afford to lose your entire investment. The information contained on our show is based on sources which we believe to be reliable, but is not guaranteed by us as being accurate, and might not be a complete statement or summary of the available data. Stock Traders Talk Radio advises that the investments in companies profiled are commonly considered to be high risk, and use of the information provided is at the investor's sole risk. Thank you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio.